Hello, and welcome to the expedition of the Escapades, Episode 3. I made a lot of progress that I think you'll like, so without further ado, let's begin. First item on the list, the medical facilities. It's got a greenhouse on the top as a bonus, showing that I do indeed have a literal green thumb, which is kinda weird. There are also some medical scanners, but really no one cares about that. Next, I've made some fuel cells to store, well, my fuel. Nothing much else to say on this, except I'll use this fuel to, fuel my ships. Yes, totally nothing illegal going on here. Unfortunately, I picked up a signal coming from an SPRT, or Space Pirate Base. I don't think they noticed me yet, since they haven't sent any drone henchmen my way and destroyed my entire base. But this is only a matter of time. This is what I call the power place. I nuked the design of the first window because it was way too inefficient. What you can also see here is the solar tower. I used Izzy's solar tracking script to program it, and it will always follow the sun except during the night. Lastly, a battery building to house my batteries. Nothing else to showcase here, so I guess I'll move on. Although it may not look like it, this is a factory, but it doesn't have any smokestacks because of that green thumb. Don't want to pollute the environment. This refines the raw material that I mine and produces components and stores them. I might need to show you that miner when I get to it. It's pretty big, and I think you'll like it. And ignore those giant flak turrets and anti-missile guns for me, will you? Now, some of my older viewers might notice a lack of a giant flaming ship. This is because I painstakingly took the entire ship apart, one piece at a time. I didn't want to try and revitalize it, as the entire engineering section was carved out and destroyed. Although I did make a little monument to it, so that it would be remembered for all time. But I used the massive hole it made to build an underground hangar, which I'll be showing next. Before I go into the hangar, let's take a look at the Roma Exploration Rover. This is one of my latest creations, and it's still kinda a work in progress. It's pretty good at its role. It can also serve as a troop transport, although I'm not big on interior design, so it looks terrible. This hangar is meant for small vehicles and fighter crafts, but it's got a lot of space for other creations too. There are 4 other small hangars, with 1 still in construction. These house the Exo Gunship Ion Fighter and the Welder. Let me show you the Ion first, but Exo is a classified project, so I can't show that yet. This is a simple and standard fighter, but will prove invaluable if a space pirate drone comes to raid my base. It has a turret on the top so that I can still fire while performing evasive maneuvers. In addition, there are 6 Gatling guns to provide more forward firepower. I don't have access to uranium apart from my emergency supply, so I can't widely manufacture missiles. This is why I do not use missile weaponry currently on my craft. Next up is the Welder, or what I use to build most of my base. It's pretty standard, but has a flashy work light, so it's totally legitimate. Now for the part you've all been waiting for, the miner! This is what I call the plunger, though very unrelated to the one that goes into toilets. It gathers much of the raw material that I use, and has made the expansion of this base possible. On that bombshell, it's time to end. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye!